This little package showed up in the mail the other day, and I'm pretty excited about it. We open it up, we take a look inside, and we've got the Mobeetle6. Look at that little whoop. That looks like a lot of fun to fly. I'm pretty excited about this, and not only is it a whoop, but there's a few other things in here, like a full conversion kit to make this thing a toothpick. I'm excited to do that. Got a canopy and a couple of 300 milliamp hour batteries. All right, so we're gonna fly this thing. We're gonna walk through how to bind it, and we're gonna convert it to a toothpick. Stay tuned. All right, so this is a classic 65mm whoop, and it is super small. We stick it on a scale. It is just over 17 grams as a whoop. Comparing that to my old favorite, the Mobeetle6, that's 24 grams. All right, so looking at these things side by side, you can tell the 75mm whoop, the Mobeetle6, is definitely bigger than the Mobeetle6. It's bigger, it's heavier, it's not going to be as nimble, but it does have larger props, and it's going to have a little bit longer flight time. Now, these are both ELRS quads, but the size isn't the only thing that's different about them. This one here, the Mobeetle, has this new Diamond F4 flight controller, right? This is an ELRS, VTX, everything is built into this, ESCs, all of the goodies. You even have some LEDs on this board as well. So a good little super light whoop style flight controller here. Let's talk a little bit more about this guy. We've got the RunCam Nano 3 up front, and it is adjustable with this canopy by kind of moving these notches here, right? I can just kind of pull this back and tighten it down, and it'll increase the angle. I'm gonna fly it like this. These motors, these are brushless motors. These are 0702 23,000 kV motors. They're different motors than the old Mobeetle6 with the ELRS. I actually swapped those out because I didn't like them to 0802s. We also see that we have two wire antennas versus a ceramic. A lot of people were breaking the ceramic. I didn't have that problem, but I guess this is going to be harder to break. So wire antenna there. We've got bi-blade props on here. All right, so now we're gonna get this guy set up in Betaflight. I'm gonna connect it actually to my Radiomaster TX16S. Actually, I'm gonna make that a separate video. So if you wanna see how to set this up on your radio and in Betaflight, I made another video for that. I also put the conversion from a whoop to a toothpick in that video. So there's a whole nother video on the Mobeetle6, how to set it up and how to convert it into a toothpick. If that's something you're interested in, make sure you check out the video description down below. I'm gonna get into flying it here in my basement as a whoop, right? As a tiny whoop, this thing is incredibly powerful. I'm actually struggling with it quite a bit because it's a little bit more nimble and agile than whoops that I generally fly, right? I fly bigger and slower things, things that aren't quite as responsive. So you see me bouncing around, bumping into things a little bit here and there. Now, again, turn off air mode if you're gonna fly this as a whoop indoors, because it just will recover from things a little bit better. But yeah, it is fast. If you are into racing tiny whoops, this might be the one that I'd recommend for that. It's just so darn fast and responsive and agile. It just really is a fun little quad. I don't know that it's gonna be my tiny whoop of choice. I prefer something that isn't quite as powerful, that I can handle a little bit better. But yeah, it's absolutely fast and fun, you know, and you can take this outside as a whoop, but I think it's better served outdoors as a toothpick. So if you want to see the conversion, you're going to want to check out that other video. Through the magic of editing, I'm going to put it together really quick, and we'll get into this drone as a toothpick. I was really fairly skeptical, actually, at the start, but we'll see. Got to get it up in the air and give it a chance, right? Okay, so I've got this now converted to a little toothpick. I would say it took me about 30 minutes or so. And to be honest, I think this is better suited as a whoop, just in terms of the way that it's built. Well, we'll find out. I mean, I love toothpicks. And it is nice that you can kind of convert from one to the other, but we'll see. I'm sure it's going to be fun to fly. Let's go do that. So yeah, it's pretty awesome as a toothpick. I was wrong. I actually prefer this as a toothpick, not a whoop. You know, when I was saying that I liked it after building, I just feel like it was built to be a whoop. It wasn't built to be a toothpick. So, you know, I think if Happymodel did it the other way around, gosh, it would be even better. But this thing is so light, when you crash, it's not going to break. You're not going to, you know, smash windows with this thing. It's just a blast to fly. You can see as I fly it a little bit more, I get a little bit more comfortable. This is like my first or second flight that I recorded here. It's just a great tool. If you want to learn how to fly acro, buy this quad. It's awesome. Fly it indoors as a whoop, fly it outdoors as a toothpick. It just does it all, and it's got express LRS, so you've got really good range. It's a blast to fly. Definitely recommend this thing. Okay, this guy as a toothpick is the way to go. I'm kind of sad that it wasn't built as a toothpick with a whoop frame, because it just kind of, it doesn't feel quite as polished as a toothpick, but man, does this thing rip. It is so fun to fly. No, I'm not going to tell you it flies like a 5-inch, but if you want to learn how to fly acro, this is a great beginner's learning tool for acro, or if you just want to get into FPV in general. I really like this quad. A lot of fun to fly. These motors just rip. You know, things that I'm slightly disappointed in, I wish the battery was mounted a different direction, just because it tends to fall out easier when it moves in that direction, right? But if I could mount it crossways, and I guess I probably could figure out a way to do that. But good little quad, fun little beginner tool. Love flying this thing. Definitely recommended. I think this is still going to be my favorite whoop, the Mobeetle6. I just like the way that it flies. It's not quite as twitchy and quick and powerful. Some people want all the power they can handle. I do not, although this thing's got some bang for its buck. I mean, this is plenty powerful, right? If you want something a little smoother, I'd look at the Tiny Hawk series of drones. Those are really nice whoops as well. But yeah, love this guy. I'm going to rip around my backyard quite a bit with this. Now, the video on converting this thing, I'm going to make that its own separate video. It took me about 30 minutes, and I ran into plenty of issues along the way. So you're going to want to watch that if you're planning on converting this. Hey, thanks for watching. Hopefully this was helpful. Make sure you check out our website at halfgrown.com, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Good luck, everyone, and happy flying.